The commentators of the Bible, those who define themselves as possessors of secrets, as Kabbalists like the Zohar or like the Ramban in his commentary on the Torah, who boasts that he knows the secrets of the Torah. When in reality, these are lies and deceptions, and they deliberately twist the Holy Scriptures to conform to what the scientists of that era knew. That is, the astronomers. In the context of this video, I want to talk about and demonstrate to you the nonsense they write while claiming to speak in the name of the secret. Wow, as if some kind of divine inspiration, or God himself, or some prophet, or some angel, or some soul descended and revealed to them profound secrets. So let's start with the Ramban, and then I'll move on to the book of Zohar. In the Torah, in the book of Genesis, there are some astronomical descriptions because God created the world, so he also created the stars, he also created the sun, the moon. So it is written that on the first day he created light, and on the fourth day he created the luminary. And it says, God, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens. In other words, he gave the luminaries, the sun and the moon and the stars into the firmament, because the author of the scripture understood that there is some kind of sky dome where the stars were placed, and they were to serve as signs and for seasons and for days and years, and to be lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth. And then he gave the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars, and God placed them in the firmament of the heavens, put them in that dome, okay? Now Nachmanides, the Ramban, comes and asks a question. After all, light was already created, so what about the sun that gives light and the moon that gives light? So the Ramban says that the light created on the first day made light, but afterwards it was elevated into the firmament, and then the firmament gives thanks. He concealed the light that he created on the first day, and then God came and created the sun and the moon and placed them in the firmament. And I will read to you from the Ramban. And now he decreed that it should become material, and from it was formed a luminous body to shine by day, which is the sun, and another body, smaller in its light, to shine by night, which is the moon. And he placed both of them in the firmament of the heavens, so that they would also illuminate below. Because in essence the firmament concealed it, and there was darkness even though he had already created the light on the first day. Because the firmament is something tangible that separates what happens above the firmament. And then God came and placed two bodies, the sun and the moon, within the firmament, so that they would also shine toward the earth. So he placed both of them in the firmament of the heavens, so that they would also illuminate below, meaning on the earth. And it will be engraved, and then he says that in the firmament there are places prepared and ready to receive the light, and these bodies are recipients of light that shine like mirrors. In other words, the Maben believes that just as the sun and the moon do not shine by their own power, but both are like mirrors. Aspaklaria means mirror. It is a reflection of the light from the first day, which actually placed these bodies, and they are like mirrors that cast the light down onto the earth. So of course we know that these are nonsense, but what I want to emphasize is that I also don't expect them to have known what we know today in astronomy, because after all, many years have passed, there are more technological findings and telescopes that allow us to observe the stars and their movements a bit more. But what bothers me are the lies. Why do you claim to have lofty secrets when, in the end, you're just saying things that are simply your reasonable understanding of the world? In the end, it turns out that these aren't secrets, nor are they revelations. It's all just nonsense. So that's the Ramban, and now let's look at the Zohar as well. This is on page 33b, I'll read it to you. Rabbi Eliezer says from the Zohar, let there be lights. The word lights is written without a vav. There are among them an aleph, a resh, and a tzadi. Okay? It's missing a vav and a resh, and that's light. Rabbi Eliezer asks, why is lights written without a vav? The speculum, meaning it's a mirror, it doesn't shine from itself. It's the speculum that does not illuminate on its own. It doesn't shine from itself. It doesn't illuminate on its own. So how does it shine? Through the higher light that shines upon it, like the lantern. Like the lantern. But inflammation is flowing down Dana here. So here you have this part again, they're wrong, it's okay. What's disturbing are the lies you tell in the name of unspoken secret. You have no secret. You rattle off your delusions and try to squeeze your delusions out of the Holy Scriptures, and in the end they play nonsense. So don't lie. Don't say that God came and revealed secrets to you.